Greetings from the Africa region. My name is Mark Brittany, and I would like to highlight some of the activities and initiatives that's currently going on the Africa continent. Okay, so I would like to start the activities with the Kilimanjaro Learning Expedition, the annual event that took place in September 2015, and it was followed by the Africa Regional Meeting in Dar es Salaam. So in the Kilimanjaro Learning Expedition 2015, we had quite a good support. We had Discovery Channel, and we had from all regions participation, online following, and we had a good number of spread from the NENA region to the US that participated in the Kilimanjaro Learning Expedition. Dr. Tony Murphy, in celebration of the 20th birthday of the GLOBE program, Dr. Tony Murphy and myself, we attempted the mountain as well. Didn't go so well. We were in good spirits, and I'm sure we would have made it, especially Tony, since he was very, very active. But unfortunately, due to circumstances and due to the main objective of the expedition not being to summit, but to give participants the holistic science experience on the mountain, which I'm sure Tony can attest to, that we have managed to succeed. So even though all of us went onto the mountain, only few could summit, but everybody had a great time.
Woo! We're at the top, the roof of Africa.
The Kilimanjaro Learning Expedition was followed by the Africa Regional Meeting that was held in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. And in the Africa region, we've identified that we have a divide. We have between data collection and data submission, there seems to be a void. And part of what we are trying to achieve by these regional meetings is to build capacity and to ensure that everybody leaves confident and on the same page, so we can all go back and help benefit the kids of our respective countries. Okay, so another mandate of what we're trying to achieve in the Africa region is to build more master trainers in the various Earth System Science protocols. And so to that end, we try and encourage countries to have and to host teacher training workshops, and also to be innovative in how the best approach in the country would work. So to that end, the GLOBE program in South Africa has decided to bring on board learners. Besides the teachers and the science centers that they have on board, they decided to bring learners on board to the teacher training workshop. And in January we had a teacher training workshop in Johannesburg, and we had about probably 60 participants at this teacher training workshop. We're going to try and introduce that to other countries as well on the continent. Currently, we are trying to integrate the GLOBE protocol into school curricula, and some countries have adopted that, and other countries are in the process of adopting it. So we're working hard in the Africa continent to make sure that GLOBE resources are available to everybody, and that GLOBE resources are accessible to everybody. So in the case of poor connectivity, we will try and issue with hard copies. In the case of good Wi-Fi connection, good bandwidth, we will ensure that everybody has the links to all the data, and they are able to navigate the teacher training guide, the teacher guide, and they're also able to navigate the GLOBE website to the best of their ability. Once again, in order to promote the GLOBE program on the continent, we make use of existing events and piggyback on those, for various reasons, to cut cost and to have a wider audience base. And once again, to that end, we have an annual science festival that is held in Grahamstown, South Africa. But this festival is for STEM on the African continent. So exhibitors from all over Africa and all over the world come to Grahamstown and exhibit their initiatives, their inventions, and so this year we had 2-3 presentations from NASA. We had workshops from NASA. We had the rover as a model that was explained in detail, and we had the Globe program exhibited at the Grahamstown Science Festival. Many learners from all over South Africa and Africa comes to this exhibition every year. And once again, we've managed to successfully partner with one of our partnering organizations in order to expose Globe and to fly the Globe flag. So the Grahamstown Science Festival is a platform where players in the STEM field come and showcase what they have to offer to the rest of the world. And while they are doing that, we have decided to launch our Lake Victoria Research, which will be an annual event that will, well, actually is going to be a biannual event because it'll alternate with the Kilimanjaro Learning Expedition. And I've traveled to Kenya as the starting point of the Lake Victoria Research, and the focal point will be Homer Bay. Homer Bay Secondary School, a huge school that has 1,260 learners and 70 teachers in residence. The principal has committed to being the focal point to offer support for the rest of the Lake Victoria coast in order to engage more schools to do the research. The Lake Victoria Learning Expedition will include visits to the great water bodies in the Great Rift Valley and also a visit to the Masai Mara. And at this point, I would like to thank Dr. Dixon Butler and Walesis for the kind contribution of the probeware, the LabQuest and the probeware that we'll be using for this research. So Dixon, thank you very much. We have engaged through Dr. Erika Bodest. She introduced us to the United Nations Environmental Program, and we managed to have a session with them where we introduced them to the Globe Protocol, did a basic teacher training with them, and they have various activities going on in Kenya and in other African countries, and they will be able to use our platform, our LabQuest 2 platform, to add more probeware depending on the parameters that they want data collected in. So this is a good start for all of us. They are very excited. They are starting with a new air quality protocol. They've built the model, they've built the equipment, and they want to engage Globe and Globe learners into that research that they're currently starting on. So the weekend they travel to Ethiopia to meet with the Globe program in Ethiopia and also with the university in order to introduce their package. So we're looking forward to a long lasting relationship with the United Nations Environmental Program. Because of their footprint in Africa, we can engage more of our Globe Africa countries in order to give them exposure, in order to have resources shipped to them, in order to have them exposed to more quality research that is meaningful to them only, not only to them, but also for the community at large. So while we're trying to engage all the Africa countries in the landmark research initiatives that we have in Africa, the whole world is welcome to join and participate in what we have to offer. And I would like to at this point say that the next event on the Africa continent is likely to be the Lake Victoria Learning Expedition. And it will be a concurrent, not a concurrent event, it will be an alternate event with Kilimanjaro Expedition. So the Lake Victoria Learning Expedition is planned for 20 September 2016. So watch the space for more details.